but
Oh, we got to talk about it. You got new sponsors this year, so it's a big change as well. So that must have been it's an interesting one because it's a big decision.
yeah, it's a very big decision because obviously you want to be loyal and you want to, you kind of want to build a long relationship. And my relationship with the management or with the ownership or whatever you want to call it was great. There was some other stuff going on in the team that I don't really want to talk about it, but in general it was, let's say, acceptable, the situation there, and the gear was also not bad at all. But this gear is better, straight up. The situation is better,
Yeah.
and
But then, do
And
they
yeah.
two go together? Obviously, on Challenger sales,
Um,
Nove boards.
look, they don't at the moment. It's kind of in process. They are in process of maybe talking about going together.
Okay.
It's not like it's
It's not like a Neil Pride JP to
no,
Gastro.
no,
you
no.
know,
My thing was
Black North.
first thing was Nova Nova. I was really kind of in touch with them and this and that, and then they actually contact Challenger for me, but it's a separate set of contracts, separate set of decisions.
Okay.
And I was actually considering Gastra Nova Nova, but for Gastra Taboo that wasn't an option.
Okay.
And so that was off the minute I signed with Nova Nova, that was off the table. And so then I went to Tarifa to try 3 other brands, and Challenger was clearly the best performing one. So here I am, and the situation is great as well. I've never been trusted with so much. Like, I like responsibility, with development, with kind of with all those things that come with, I don't want to say being the guy, but being maybe on a smaller team, a smaller brand, that puts you in a position of getting all the good stuff and helping you, helping you.
You don't want to be the training partner.
Like on Gastra Taboo. My thing was like on Gastra Taboo, there is Ross, who's not going anywhere, and he's a freaking amazing sailor. Yeah. There's Cedric, who's right now developing all the stuff, so he ain't going anywhere either. You know. So unless
you've got quite a few people on that team. Tati Frowns is on that
yeah,
team.
you got Tati, Daldorf, Cordell, Ethan. IFCA world champion at 19 years old.
On the gas.
So there's a lot of them. And it suits my personality way more to be kind of in the middle of the action than one of the few, and there's a really, like, whatever I ask, they at least consider it. I'm in direct touch with everybody on the brand and whatever, and on a big team sometimes it gets lost a little bit. I know some other big brands, they are maybe more performance oriented or whatever. Gastra is more market oriented. But as a racer, you want to be on, like, you want to squeeze out like every percent, So for me on Gastra, I didn't get that sort of help. And on Challenger I do, and I mean, I think if you watch the event, you see the results.
I was just actually speaking to Andrea Farin. Obviously had his best result on tour at this competition. Finished second in the second elimination. You obviously got finished second in the first elimination. And then I think Josh was in the final on the third elimination.
And he was leading.
With
my must.
Okay. And then the last elimination, you were leading, and you're thinking, the Challenger boys have got to be happy with that. There's 3 in the team. There's you, Andrea Farin, and Josh
and all doing good.
And all had moments in all those eliminations where they were in the front or in the front 2.
And we are actually, like, even if Ferrino is alone there, it's actually better when we are 3, because one has an idea, the other one pushes it through, or or we really mix well together, you know. Like Andrea is the one that's been there for years, all his life, so he knows who to talk about what, you know. Josh has experience of, I don't know, 300 years, you know, and I'm the one that spends day and night thinking about stuff, and so it's a really good mix, you know. And yeah,
I mean, I think people might not remember, but Matteo Iachino used to be on the Challenger. I remember actually one of my first events, and then obviously moved to North, and now obviously he was with Point 7, and now he's with Severn.
Yeah.
So he's had a few sponsors in the last couple of years. But Challenger also, I think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, we're designing one of the first Point 7 races.
Yeah,
I think
they were together. Yeah, there was a collaboration, and that went a bit sour, and now they're separate. And I see Challenger as you know, Claudio Badiali, the designer, he didn't have much what you think of as a great development team.
Yeah.
And he put those sales together.
Yeah.
So imagine what can be done if
you're gonna mess it up.
Yeah. If there's a like a super serious program, and you know, I'm notorious for like sending 3 emails a day and things like that, you know. So so it's looking really, really good, and I feel happy to be here, and I feel the potential is enormous, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a good feeling, because I've been in top 10, I've been 12 before or whatever, but it was not like this.
Yeah. No,